Hello, welcome to my channel. This is the Ascension Guide. I am your guide, Joe Martin. So today's message that Ariah wanted me to talk about was kind of just to illuminate what's happening, this process that we're going through, the ascension, the rapture, whatever you want to call it, the 3D to 5D. So essentially what it is it's a vibrational shift from the third dimensional vibration to the fifth dimensional vibration. And I know what everybody says, well, what about the fourth? A lot of people are already in the fourth. The fourth dimension is essentially the awareness phase, the illumination of the conspiracies, the, just kind of figuring out the control, learning about the matrix, the learning that you're more than, just a body who's supposed to wake up and make money every day, pay your taxes and die. That awareness that you're a soul in a body going through the lifetime to evolve. That's the fourth dimension, kind of that awareness phase. So the fifth dimension is where we're heading. Now, like I've had a lot of questions, there's going to be two Earths, essentially, right? Well, it's not two separate necessary planets, but vibrationally it will be, one planet will be vibrating in the planet will be vibrating in the fifth dimension and the third dimension. That third dimension is essentially what the Bible talked about as hell. If you kind of look at the trajectory of where we're heading right now, if you took away all the positive people off the planet and just had what was left, you can imagine how bad things could get here. So once that vibrational shift is complete and people are where they are, it's like I believe they said it's around 70 million years, the process of evolution before this ascension process will be available to those souls who didn't make it this time again. So congratulations, if you're watching this channel, you probably made it, so welcome. Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of people taking their exit points here in the future. That's a lot of what the pandemic is. But they said that it can look like anything, really: murder, suicide, natural causes, whatever it is. It's just some of it is, as the vibration of the planet rises, people can't handle that vibration and they have to take their exit points. And this could be somebody that family, whatever. So it's time to kind of prepare or, help people as much as you can before this, process is over. But it's nothing to be fearful of either. It's time to, as I've alluded to in previous, videos and stuff, like, it's time to find your quote-unquote soul tribe, the people that you vibe with, the people that, you enjoy spending time with and aren't feeling obligated to spend time with, and, or people that bring you down or constantly making you feel bad or whatever. So that's basically what's happening, is both sides are collecting their teams right now. But as we, said before, like, our vibration is what determines where we are. So, if we're vibrating in that peace and joy or, love vibration, then you're in the, fifth dimension at that point. And if you're below that, then you're maybe the fourth, or maybe even still the third. I know that people can be back and forth all day, especially, nobody's perfect, nobody's holding that vibration constantly. I mean, if you are, you're probably a monk or a saint or something, but if you have any human left, you definitely are going back and forth between the third and the fourth and the fifth, different times depending on your day, especially if you're still working for the matrix. So it's hard to detach completely, and but just do your best, and understand that we're all doing our best here, and that this is a tough process, but you came here for a reason, and you came here in a really special time. So, yeah, they keep saying, you know, that there's no like one way that this is gonna happen. There's multiple different possible timelines for how this ascension process happens. Obviously the outcome is the same, but the way we get there is dependent on, you know, a lot of the people who are, you know, enlightened right now and getting these type of videos out, or other, you know, people who are getting the same message and helping people to hear what's, you know, happening, and help them to change their thinking and their vibration. And the faster we do that, and the more people that do, that's kind of the timeline. So it's, you know, stop living in that fear state. You know, turn off the mainstream news, get rid of your social media, start living in the now, start, you know, focusing on your thoughts, being aware of your thoughts. You know, when you start to feel them become out of control, and you're getting that anger sensation, or fear, or shame, or guilt, or any of those things, you know, you have to take a step back. And, you know, one way that I heard in a channeling from somebody else is, once you start feeling those different words, and, you know, that are bringing you down, or vibration, or it's, you know, negative, or whatever it is, start to count them. Every time you hear a word, count it, and they'll go away after a while. And then you'll be able to, you know, raise your vibration again. So that's just one way that helps. You know, deep breaths, deep breathing. One way they showed me is, you take in a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Make sure you're filling your lungs completely, and then emptying your lungs entirely each time. Do this 12 times. Say love when you're inhaling, light when you're exhaling, and then on the 13th inhale, you're going to hold it for as long as you can. Say love when you inhale and light when you exhale. But when I first started doing this, I could feel like you're going to feel lightheaded. You're almost going to feel like you're going to pass out sometimes. But just kind of hold your breath through it, and you'll see that what you're doing is changing your vibration. You're becoming lighter. So it's an interesting little exercise that you can try. Now when I do it, I kind of just start to feel more in tune. My thoughts become clearer, my connection becomes clearer. So I'm not radically changing like I, you know, used to be. But that's one way that, you know, you can help keep your vibration. You know, another way we talked about before is engulfing yourself in the white light. Just imagine yourself in a white ball of light. And, you know, one of the things they told me was to put like a golden shield around it too. You know, white light around you, and then a golden shield around that. You know, especially when you're going out in public, because you're very, you know, not everybody, but many people, myself especially, you know, I'm very susceptible to taking on other people's energies. So I have to protect myself at all times. And then, you know, anytime I'm around other people now, anytime I go into, you know, public places, anything, I come home and, you know, get some Palo Santo wood around me and cleanse the energy. And it's amazing how many times I do it, you know, and I don't even think I feel different, but I'll feel lighter after the, you know, I put it around my head, and I'll just feel like I just, you know, got lighter. It's just getting rid of that, you know, lower negative energy. So I hope this helps with your understanding of what's kind of happening right now. You know, it's not going to be so much like the Bible described it, where people are just going to disappear and start floating out of their bodies or anything like that. It's more of a gradual vibrational shift from what I understand. You know, people are going to die, and then they're going to reincarnate in the third dimension if their vibration wasn't high enough to reincarnate in the fifth. So that's kind of basically how it's happening. So you might start to see people that, you know, you normally might not have thought were in any kind of, you know, condition to die, great health, whatever, young, and they might start to take their exit points. So it's a vibrational thing. That's what we have to understand. So, all right. If you have any questions about this or comments, you can leave a comment below, or I have my email address posted below, and you can send me an email, and I'll do my best to clarify anything or answer any questions that you have. As I always, say, I don't have all the answers, and, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And, if you got anything out of this video, if it helped you, please like and share. And if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do that. So I thank all of you for tuning in, and until the next time, love and light.